Today the session we are talking about is S4HANA CDS views. Okay, so we will start from the starting point to from where exactly this CDS views, from where we can create and all. So first thing is the CDS views can be created on the S4HANA system. We generally create the S4HANA system. Okay, so it means when we go to the SAP logon pad, okay, here we will have the S4 system connection available in our logon pad, right? So here this is my S4 HANA system. Let me close, and if I open it, I'm providing my user ID and password to connect to my S4 HANA system. Okay. So this is my S4 HANA system. In this S4 HANA system, what we have, if I go to S11, from the ABAP dictionary, we can have access to the all tables. Okay, that is first point. We cannot create the CDS views from our SAP GUI. Okay, to create CDS views, we need to use either HANA Studio or Eclipse environment. Okay, it means whatever S4 HANA system I opened right now, this S4 HANA system I need to be opened from the Eclipse environment or HANA Studio. Okay, so how I can open means in the HANA Studio we will have perspectives, right? In this we need to go to ABAP perspective. So currently what I will do is simply I will close this project and I will start from the beginning so that to make it more clear. So now this is my HANA Studio. As of now, I don't have any projects here, but the point is here I am in the ABAP perspective. That is very important. I am selecting my ABAP perspective. So when I go to ABAP perspective and coming to this project explorer, here I have an opportunity to create the ABAP project. So if I go to file menu also, here if I go to new, then here also I can see the option of ABAP project. So to write the CDS views, we must create an ABAP project. That is important. If you are in a different perspective, then there you have an option to create different kind of project. Only when you are in ABAP perspective, then you will have an option to create ABAP project. So when we click on ABAP project here, since we want to connect to our S4 HANA system, select S4 HANA system and then click on next and click on next and then provide your credentials here to connect. Okay, now it was connected. So for example, sometimes what happen when you go to this ABAP perspective, you already see some projects here. Okay, people who are working in the BW environment, they also see some projects here. How to differentiate between BW project and ABAP project is in the ABAP project, we see the system library, favorite packages, these kind of, hierarchy structure you will see. When you see this local objects, favorite packages, favorite object system library, then definitely it is a ABAP based project. Okay. Now if I expand this system library, whatever you are seeing under system library, all these are nothing but packages. Okay. In general SAP terminology, if you go to here, SC80, normal SC80, if you go to SC80 and if you go for packages, whatever packages you see in SC80 under package section, all those are nothing but what we are seeing currently under system library. All these are packages. When we are working in a project, what we do when we create any objects, we always assign them to one package. So that package is nothing but what we are seeing here, such kind of. Okay. Now when we are starting learning, sometimes what we will do when we create object and we don't want to transport that object from one system to another system, then we always go for local package. So people who already working in the SAP environment, they can understand, they can relate this. So those are comes under local package. Now, in particular, in our session today, what we are going to see is we will see how to create a package. We can create a package from here, or we can create a package from here also. Okay, I am currently showing you to create a package from here. If there is already available package, then you can go there directly and work on it. Okay, for our understanding, what I am doing, I am trying to create a new package here. Go to new option here, ABAP package. So when we try to create an ABAP package, it will ask for naming convention. So as of now, I'm following my own naming convention. For example, GSmed, because of class I'm giving 02. Okay, or else package PKG02. Okay, this is my package name, and then description, package ABAP package for CDS. Okay, this is the description I'm giving, and then package type is development, and then I'm clicking on next. Then it is asking software component. We can talk about software component later. As of now, I'm giving home here, and then click on next button. And then it is asking for the transport request. So to collect, either you can create one transport request or provide if you have any one already. I'm giving existing one. Click on finish button. Then system is creating a package for me. Okay, so GSmet PKG. Now here I can see that the package. Where is my package here? Okay, you see on the left hand side when this arrow marks is there, right? On the left hand side, link with editor. When this was enabled, when you select any package, automatically the navigation will be taken to this particular package. Okay, now this is my package. Now what I can do, right click here, add to favorites. When you do this add to favorite packages, next time onwards you no need to search here on the left hand side. Simply on your favorite packages, it will be available, so you can easily quickly navigate to it. Okay, now coming to this, you see it is showing in some dull color, white color, but some packages are showing in this brown color. What is the difference between these two? It means in this package it is an empty package. It means no objects are available under this package. Then it shows in this format. For example, if I expand this, you see nothing is there under it. Okay, the package symbol represents whether objects are available under that or not. Now what I'm going to do under this, now I'm going to create my CDS views. Okay, before I start going with CDS view creation, now let's go into our presentation. I will try to explain few concepts, not too much in detail, but on high level to get some idea about this CDS views. Okay, the data, what is ABAP CDS view? Here I have written already what I am going to say now for better understanding. So the data of an application is distributed across several database tables. What exactly it means in S4HANA is a transactional system. It means any transactions happened on the system will be captured in underlying tables. What exactly it means? Here in SAP system, we do sales transactions, finance transactions, okay? Some custom tables we create everything, right? For example, one sales order got created, then that sales order details are available in the underlying tables, SAP defined tables, okay? For example, if I go to VBAK, so what is VBAK? VBAK is nothing but sales document header data. Means whenever a sales order is created in S4HANA system, then the sales order information, header information is stored under VBAK. Okay, and then VBAK, VBAP. If I go to VBAP, what is VBAP? It is nothing but sales document item data. It means detailed information of sales document, it will be stored under this VBAP. Like this, in SAP system, we have hundreds of tables are there. Okay, each table has its own significance and it stores its corresponding data. Okay, so what here this statement is saying is the data of an application specific, they are distributed across several database tables. Using ABAP CDS views, you can rearrange the table fields according to application specific needs. It means out of these hundreds of tables, you have information splitted in different tables. Now you want to create a meaningful information by combining these tables into one table or one view, not a table, it's called a view. Okay, that's what the statement is saying. You can rearrange the table fields, means you can bring some fields from one table, few fields from another table. Like that, multiple table fields can be joined together and you can prepare one view. What is the difference between table and view? Table stores the data, means physically it stores the data, but a view is not like that. View is a virtual layer. It at runtime it brings data from the physical tables. Okay, so here we are creating a ABAP CDS views on top of these pivot tables. Okay, a CDS view is defined for existing database tables and views. Means a CDS view can consume a table and also this can consume a view also. Okay, so whatever SAP defined standard tables, custom tables, and if we define some views or standard views, all those can be consumed in a CDS view. That's what this we will see when we creating the CDS views. Okay, and also a one CDS view can consume another CDS view. It means you can reuse that CDS view in a different CDS view. This also we will learn clear in detail in the upcoming sessions. Then using the above CDS view statement define view. This define view is nothing but when you're creating a CDS view, we will start the CDS view creation with the define view annotation. That also in some time we will see. Next is HANA Core Data Services. So coming to this topic, so let's go to the HANA Studio once. Now I explained you how to create a package. So once the package is created, under this package, I want to create one CDS view. I am going to new option. Here under other object, ABAP repository object, I need to select core data services because CDS core data seed means nothing but core data services. Under this, we have an option to create data definition is the option where we create the CDS view. Okay, so the below access control annotation are also different type of CDS view and the data definition is one kind of CDS view. Okay, so in the presentation that's what I'm showing here. When coming to CDS, we have different types are there. Core data services represent a infrastructure with which semantically comprehensive data models can be defined and consumed in SAP HANA. It means so a CDS views can be consumed in HANA. Generally, on HANA database, we create these CDS views. What is the benefit of creating the CDS view? Why not I can create a simple view from S11? Means using CDS view, we are pushing down it to the database level. Means to increase the performance of the view, we are creating the CDS view. The focus of data processing is shifted to the database level through code push down. Whenever you execute a CDS view, the CDS view execution will happen at a database level and it extracts the data faster compared to the S11 standard tables and views execution. Okay, this means calculation of the CDS data instead of application layer. So CDS view is nothing but simple. It's not simply bringing data from a table. Okay, while bringing data from the table, we can apply some business logics. Means you can derive some key figures. You can do some inner joins, left outer joins. Many operations we can perform. While extracting data from the database. So all these operations can be pushed into the database layer level and the extraction is also very faster compared to the normal normal views. So coming to the HANA Studio, now let's try to define one data definition. If you want to create a CDS view by writing a select statement, so what we need to do, we need to come to right click here and then select for core data services and select the data definition and click on next button. So when you click on next button, it is asking to provide the name for the CDS view and the description. So when you try to name one CDS view, you need to keep few things in mind. That is nothing but a naming convention. Okay, so what is naming convention? So while creating a CDS view, if we provide a proper naming convention, then it makes more sense while using, by others or while looking into itself, we get to know what is the use of it. So there are three different kind of CDS views like a basic CDS views, composite CDS views, consumption. Okay, so basic CDS views generally when you extracting the data from the base table, like simply writing select star from particular database table, then it means it is the starting point of your data extraction. So such kind of views we call as basic CDS views. Okay, and for this we use the naming convention I underscore. I means nothing but information views kind of thing. Okay, and the composite CDS views also we use I underscore only. But what is the difference between basic CDS views and the composite CDS views means On top of basic CDSUs, if we are extending it with further, then we call it as a composite. Okay, CDSUs means consuming one CDSU in another CDSU, or joining with some other CDSUs, such kind of things we call them as a composite CDSUs. And the last one is consumption CDSU. We give the naming convention as C underscore. So what is consumption? Creating one more layer of CDSU on top of composite CDSUs. And this will be custom built to be used in specific application. Consumption means generally at this level we do the business, we implement the business logic. Okay, so what is business logic means? By deriving some extra key figures, writing business scenarios like if conditions, case statements, and all we implement, right? So such statement nothing but consumption CDSU, and this CDSU we can use to consume in the other applications or in the UI5. Okay, so these are the simple naming conventions that currently my requirement is I want, for example, just now I told you, right, if I consider sales data, VBAP is a table where I have item data. Now I want to write a select statement on this VBAP. So I am directly writing a select statement on the database table. So that's the reason it is nothing but a starting point of my extraction. So I can call it as a information projection. So I'm giving I underscore. Okay, basic CDSU kind. So I'm giving naming convention I underscore. To make to make easy of my search, I'm giving SMED as a naming convention to all my CDSUs. So when you are creating, you can give some keyword here so that you can easily identify all your CDSUs. When you go to project, in the project also they provide a particular naming convention when you create CDSUs. So what kind of naming convention means it comes under which area it is belongs to, say functional area, all they will be maintained here. I'm giving here simply SMET here underscore VBAK. Okay, for example 01, because it's already there, I'm giving 01. This is my CDSU naming convention. Why I given G means it's a custom CDSU. So I started with the G naming convention here, Z. Here projection on VBAK. This is the description that I'm going to give now. And then click on next button. So it is asking for the transport request, give next. And then you see when creating this CDSU, SAP is helping you by giving some syntaxes. Okay, to start your development of CDSU, SAP is giving some help to you by giving the initial code. You need to elaborate it further as per your requirement. Now my requirement is to define a view. It means if you see here, you have different kind of templates. All these are nothing but templates. Currently, I'm telling define view, but the latest what SAP is proposing is define view entity. Okay, this was the latest to be used. If you select this one on the right hand side, SAP saying defines a simple CDS DDIC based view with one data source. And if I select here, here also define a simple CDS view with one data source. Okay, now one data source means one table. Now, what I want to mention is nowadays SAP is suggesting to create a view entity instead of view. But we are on the starting point. We need to know what is the difference between the past and what is the difference what currently we are using. So let's start with understanding with the define view, and then we will try to create some views in this. Then we will go for view entity and understand the difference between the view and view entity. Okay, so when I select this define view, this is the initial template code what SAP is providing. We will try to understand it more. Click on finish button. Then a view will be created with the template given by SAP. So in this, so in this template here, what we see is the first line is ABAP catalog. What is this? At the rate means these are nothing but annotations in the CDSU. Okay, all these at the rate symbols, what we call is annotations. So what is annotation means? Annotation enriches a definition in the ABAP CDSU with the metadata. Okay, it can be specified for specific scope of CDSU, CDS object. So what is metadata means? For example, if you see this access control dot authorization check not required, it means when user is trying to access this CDSU, whether any authorization checks to be performed or not can be controlled with this authorization check. It means you are not writing any code here to code manually to to perform authorization checks. With this particular single set of line, you are telling in this particular CDSU any authorizations needs to be performed or not. Okay, so this particular annotation itself contains a metadata related to the authorization check. That's what the sentence means. Okay, all these at the rates are nothing but annotations that are using in the CDSU. These kind of annotations, we have a lot of annotations are available, and each annotation has its own purpose. Okay, for example, if you take currency, we bind currency information with the corresponding currency how to say amount. For example, let's take amount. Amount always binds with the currency column, and then if you take any liters, units always corresponds with the corresponding unit, 100 liters, and then 200 kgs, like that. Okay, so means those are binding. So such kind of bindings also we do with annotations. Okay, and a lot of other uses are there, but those are simple things which we can understand at this point of time. Now let's start from the starting one. ABAP catalog object SQL view name. So what exactly this means is, in the past, when we creating a CDSU, it is mandatory to provide one SQL view name. What exactly the SQL view name is nothing but in the backend it will create one DDL view. What exactly DDL means? If you go to S11, these are all nothing but ABAP dictionary objects. In the dictionary objects, there is a view option here. If you provide any name under this SQL view name, when you activate this CDSU, system will create one backend, database view, which links to this CDSU. It means when you call a CDSU, it is not one single object. There are two objects. One is the main CDSU and the corresponding binded SQL view name. So now what I'm going to do is here, I'm giving gv underscore smed underscore vbak01. Okay, with this particular view, let's check, is there any view available in system with this name? Clicking on display button. In the S11, when I check for this name, it is saying no, does not exist, right? So at this point time, it is not there. When I activate this CDS view, system will create a view with this name. Okay, let's see that also in coming time. The next one is the compiler. We can learn all these one by one in later point. And the next one is label. For the CDS view, this is the label with description part which we given when we creating the CDS view. And then this is define view is the starting point for the CDS view, and then followed by the CDS view name as a select from. Here we need to remove this and provide the table which we want to read from the database. Currently I want to read data from the VBAP table. So for example, if I go to the backend, this is my VBAP table. From this table, let's say I want to read data from this first, let's say 5 fields. I'm pasting here those 5 fields. Because it is an SQL statement, SQL statement, each column must be separated with comma. Okay, and the last one not required. What is saying here? Key definition and ABAP process is missing in as key. Okay, what it is saying? It is referring to this table now. What is the CDSU is doing currently? The CDSU is referring to the table VBAP, and in the VBAP we have this VBLN and Posner as keys. Okay, it is saying that we are missing to write those diff2 as a keys. Okay, a different is missing in the key of JEDI. As said, you see, MENDT is nothing but a client-specific field. I'm not interested to write at this point of this field. Remove this one. Now coming to this VBLN and POSNR. Okay, here I said, right, we are missing to write to define the key. Okay, what is key means, it is important to know about key, right, before writing here. If I go to VBAP table, in the VBAP table, you see there is a column called key. Okay, this MENTT, VBL and POSNR, all these three are keys here. Okay, now key defines the uniqueness in the data. Okay, instead of here, if I go to this VBAK table, it is easy to understand. If I go here and go to content, if I go for number of entries, 36 entries are there. If I click on execute button, so if we see the in this VBAK table, what is key? My key is MENTT and VBLN. Okay, remember this. Now I go to the content. So in the content, in the 36 entries, each record has its unique VBLN document number. If I sort it, you see everywhere it is unique. First record, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means key is nothing but a unique combination. Okay, each record has its own unique combination, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Okay, now if I go to VBAK AP, in the VBAP table, we have two keys. One is document number and the other one is item. Document number and item. It means the combination of these two columns acts as a key. Okay, what exactly it means? For example, if I sort my VBLN column, here all the first these rows are single rows. Each row is unique. But if you come to here 23, there are two rows. It means it is not unique. How this column, these two rows becomes unique? 10, 20. By combining the item, then it is creating the uniqueness in the record. So 2310 is one item, 2320 is a second item. Okay, so keys always define the uniqueness in the record. Okay, so here SAP defines these two are keys, but in our SQL view, we miss it to define it as a key. So like this, key space means we need to write a keyword called key before the this particular column name. Then system understands these two are keys and everything is fine here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to activate. When I activate, then two things are happening. One is system is creating this view. For example, copy this CDS view and go to backend database and go to view here, provide the name SZI_SMAT display. You see there is no view, means there is no CDS view available with this name and there is no view SQL view available with this name in the backend as of now. Okay, now when I click on activate button, always remember when you activate on the bottom right side, you see what is happening, activating data definition. It is in progress. You need to keep an eye on this one. Okay, so it is completed and you can see the log also. If you go to the problem statement here tab, here if you go here, expand projection, not here. Where is it? Somewhere we see the log also. I will show you. I forgot to see that one. Okay, anyway, I will tell you, but it is completed. Now, if I see this data view, now I'm going to the backend now. Okay, this particular view was activated successfully. So because of activation here, I can see there is no star mark. It was, I'm showing the proper one here. Okay, and then what I need to do, I go to the backend. Now, if I select this GV display, you see, now I can see the view. It is showing GV-SMAT VBAK01 view available with under the data definition GI-SMAT VBAK1, and these are the columns that are available in my view. Now, if I click on execute content button here, I can see the data. Means in the backend, SAP created an object for my CDS view. At the same time, no need to go for backend. We can do the same thing from the front end also, like from the Eclipse also. How to do this one? Right click on the CDS view, go to open with the data preview. If you go for open with data preview, um, enter configuration values and select what your fields you want to go for data preview. You see data preview was there and the data is coming for all these fields. Okay, so this is how to create a simple CDSU in the system. So whenever you create a first CDSU like this, then at least you will get some confidence. Okay, I know what is a CDSU, how to create a CDSU, and you are able to see the content in the CDSU. Now from going now onwards, we will increase the complexity little by little, means learning new topics by adding extra features to this CDS view. Okay,